Hey guys, how y'all doing, and welcome back to the channel. My name's David and I fix RVs, and today I'm just doing a little update video on the vintage 57 Airstream that I've been working on and off for a while now. Right now what I'm doing is I'm setting them up with a way to actually winterize this RV. When I was here before, we actually removed the water pump and we removed the freshwater tank. You know, they don't have any gray tanks, no black tanks. There are no tanks in this RV. But today what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reinstall the water pump that I took out of here, and I'm gonna, like I said earlier, I'm gonna set them up with a way to winterize this RV, and I just want to take you guys along with me and show you how I decided to do it. Let's get started. So what I'm doing now is I'm setting them up with a water pump under the kitchen sink. I actually purchased this device over here. This is specifically for winterizing RVs. What I did is I set that up, or I attached that to my water pump, and then on the other side here you've got your tube that you'll just put straight directly into the antifreeze bucket. So what I'm going to do back here is I'm just going to redirect my cold water line down into here, and then I'm going to direct the other one that goes right back up to the sink straight up through there. And when he wants to winterize the RV, he can just flip. It's not screwed down yet, or I mean, normally it's going to be like this, but when he goes to winterize, he'll flip it back like that, and then he'll be able to winterize his RV. And this runs off of 12 volts, and this RV had a 12-volt switch right here for the original water pump that I deleted. So now I have already started running new power for this water pump down here now. So I've done a little bit of the work already. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing here, and I will let you watch the rest of it. Well, let's get started. Probably can have a little bit of water dripping here. I do still have the dehumidifier in this RV. It's going to be here for quite a while. Let that drip onto a napkin that I've got set up down here. Now I'm going to take this apart and make it long enough to reach all the way down to the water pump. Perfect. Okay, now let's get the bottom part. Well, I just put this together off camera. This should be the last piece of the puzzle. Let's get that on there. I think I'm just going to dry it out really good in there real quick before I screw down this pump, and then we'll make the electrical connections. So now we've got the plumbing is finished. I've got my wires kind of tied up there. The only thing I have left to do now is make these connections. I feel like that's pulsing way harder than I like. Now I did install this bypass valve backwards just to get the valves where I wanted them. I blew through this valve in all three directions and I was able to blow through it easily. but it's possible that, you know, I'm going to need to flip this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around and see if that solves the problem or not. I'm probably going to have to replumb this a little bit too, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, let's try again. If it doesn't work this time, I'll change out the filter on the water pump and the water pump after that. Hopefully this will work this time. Is this water pump even on? Let's see. Oh, it wasn't on. Had to hit the switch. Air bubble? Uh-oh. Well, that's definitely pulsating less. Okay. We got any leaks down here? I don't see any leaks. It's my water bucket. We're not actually winterizing this RV. I'm just doing this as a test. So how this normally works is now you've got your cold water coming in here. It's going up to the sink. The water pump is over here, so we've got this valve in the off position. Now when we want to use the actual water pump, what we would do is we would turn off the water outdoors from the well or the city or wherever your water's coming from. We'll turn it to this pump direction so that water can flow from the pump through these water lines here. And as I said before, I'm not actually winterizing this RV, but I've got the hose from back there going into a water bucket. If you were going to winterize, obviously there would be RV antifreeze in this bucket. And when you go to winterize the RV, it is recommended to start at the farthest faucet from the water pump, which would be the shower. So we'll do that first, and then we would do the sink in the bathroom, and then the toilet, and then after that you would head out to the kitchen. But, you know, basically what you want to do is, you know, I'll skip the shower for now, I'll start at the sink, but you would turn your cold water on, run that until you see pink coming into the sink. Then you would turn it over to the hot and run that until you see pink coming into the sink. Once you see pink coming out of both lines, you're good. Then you would come over to your toilet, flush your toilet until you see pink antifreeze going down into the toilet. And then you would move on to the kitchen, which is the closest tap to the water pump. And I do have my bucket set up down there. I switched buckets because part of that noise I was hearing earlier was this handle rattling on the bucket, and it was driving me nuts. So I switched over to this one. But now we're in the kitchen. So let's see, we'll get the hot going. You just run the hot until you see pink. And then you go back to cold and run that until you see pink coming into the sink. And once you see pink, you're done. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.